All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 25 of Two Guys Talking Booze. As always, we got here my boy Ricardo.
And my boy Danny.
You know it.
And guess what? We are on location
Finca.
For the first time.
Costa Rica, boy.
Rancho Relaxo. So this is actually my brother-in-law's pad, and he was so nice enough to offer it for us. And you know, one of the comments and suggestions for the New Year's show was
New locations.
New locations. Get out of the library, and it's nice.
It's a sick ass pad, though.
Yeah, it is. It is really.
How many trees does he have?
He has over 250 fruit trees, like avocados and mangoes and jackfruit and star fruit and no sé qué.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's nice. 5.5 acres, and this is just a little smidgen of it. We're in one of the kitchens of the place. He's got this many kitchens. And another big thing we're doing is our first bourbon. The people have spoken.
And this is a special one too.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What do we? You want to show?
No, you want to tell them what it is, because I cannot pronounce this.
This is a Blanton original single barrel bourbon whiskey. Do you know the difference between a regular whiskey that we always do and we love and a bourbon?
Does it have to be where it's made out of?
That's exactly right. This guy knows this stuff.
All right.
So, you know, a normal whiskey is, you know, fermented mixture of mashed grains. For it to be a bourbon, it has to be at least 51% corn.
Oh, well, I meant where it was made out of, like the location. I didn't mean...
Oh, yeah.
So what do you mean? So it's what it's made out of?
Right.
Oh, okay,
Right.
Okay.
No, that's a good point. Because where is 95% of the world's bourbon?
So usually...
Kentucky.
All the bourbons, or most of them, are done in Kentucky. So that's why I thought.
Right. No, and that's the thing is, like, it is the mixture of the grains that determines a bourbon, not so much the location. There are some other bourbons, but Kentucky's the best.
Okay. So yeah, look at this bottle though.
Bottle's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, look at the stopper, or the cap, I guess.
So yeah, so the stopper, you know some stuff about this stopper.
So about the stopper, I was reading about it, and so these are collectibles.
Oh.
There is actually 8 of them.
Oh.
8 of these stoppers. And each one basically has a letter in it. So you see how this one has the L?
Oh.
So the 8 of them would represent the name Blantons.
Oh.
How awesome
that
is
is
that, right?
Very cool.
Yeah.
I noticed the L. I wonder if we can get in there.
Right.
Can you get in there with the L?
So on the last letter, which is the S, it's the horse crossing the finish line.
So cool.
How
that
cool
is
is
so
that? How
cool.
thoughtful is that? I mean, it makes me want to buy 8 different bottles just to collect them.
That's good marketing.
That's
amazing.
So
smart. That's amazing. I would have never noticed that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great thing. So, let's crack this baby up. I'm dying to try this.
Yeah.
We have the special gigantic ice cubes, courtesy of my brother.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh, that's amazing. So while Kentucky, while the law does not require for the bourbon to be made in Kentucky,
right.
It is 95% of the world's supply, like we mentioned. One of the reasons that they make it in Kentucky, while you're getting this stuff together,
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I love KFC. I'm not gonna lie, my wife hates KFC. I love KFC.
I love it.
Is the vast deposits of limestone rock. And it's part of the process because they get the unwanted minerals out of the water using the distilling process. The second is the soil and climate are perfect for growing corn.
Right.
And another factor are the often wild swings in temperature. So from season to season. So sometimes even day to day in Kentucky. So while they're in these, barrels, they have these fluxes of temperature which make this bourbon so amazing.
And it's a single cask too.
That's right, 1 barrel, right?
It's a 1 barrel cask. So what's cool about it is that they take that risk that they don't mix it. They don't blend it with other barrels to get whatever kind of flavor they want to get. It's a risk because each cask has its own flavor.
That's right.
So
that's
what makes it so
unique.
Look
at the numbers on there. Have you seen these weird things? It tells you the number of whoever, like what barrel it was in, who picked it, or the rick, or whatever the heck that is.
Oh, that's pretty great.
And it's numbered by hand. It's like it's like put in there.
Let's see if we could get this going.
That's handwritten on each label to tell you which. This is amazing. This Blanton's a special.
Yeah, no, it's a special bottle for sure.
Woodencork.com has this bottle for $144.95. Drizzly.com has it for $148.99. And SideDoorLiquors.com has it
right
for
here.
$252.99. This is a high-end bourbon. This is really nice. All right.
I don't think I've ever had a bourbon before.
This is our first one. And
No, but like in my life.
I don't think I've drank bourbon either. I'll be honest, I don't think I have. And which is strange, you know? So to the nose, the main smell we're supposed to have is vanilla. I kind of get it.
I don't get it.
And it's teased with caramel and butterscotch, all underscored by familiar baking spices such as clove, nutmeg, and cinnamon. You get any of that?
No.
All right.
What's the color though? Does he have a name? Do you have a name for
Like
the color?
some fancy
or no?
another?
I mean, I'm asking.
no,
you always come up with some shit.
I do. I think this is a honey amber.
Honey amber. Okay,
Yeah,
I like
good.
it.
All
Yeah,
right.
sounds good. Sounds good to
I
me.
made that up.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Salud. Namaste.
Namaste. Shalom. Wow, that's really interesting.
It's very different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
A bourbon,
I don't know if it's because it's a bourbon or it's because it's
the Blantons,
The-
but no,
the Blantons.
it shows us that we've never had a bourbon. So to the palate, it should be sweet with some notes of citrus and oak. I get the oak. I don't get the
like a woodiness.
the woodiness, right?
Yeah, but that's usual for
Right,
whiskeys,
for
right?
whiskeys, right?
Whiskeys and
Yeah.
I guess
Although
bourbons.
remember that Irish whiskey that we had no oakiness.
Yeah,
It
Well,
was crisp and refreshing, and it was good. It was interesting.
It was different, but this one is also different. It's got a weird aftertaste to it.
Yeah,
It doesn't bother me though.
bourbon. We drinking bourbon.
I could get used to this.
So that second shot you had some more spicy. Like I really felt the spicy on that second draw. So this bourbon is taken from the center cut or the middle sections of the famous Warehouse H. This is specific one.
Okay.
Bland's original single barrel was once designated. It was a special designation for ambassadors, dignitaries, and Colonel Blanton's family and friends.
Right.
So this is a special bottle. He said it's supposed to be served neat or on the rocks, and it's 46.5% by volume.
Right,
So
by
93
volume.
U.
93 proof.
It's
Yeah.
good, but
Yeah.
I like it.
So another thing, just a fact, bourbons were never really a thing in the U.S. Actually, they somehow became really big in Japan.
in Japan?
In Japan, back in I guess the 70s when they started coming up with this, and out of I guess some type of rebellion of the kids that they didn't want to drink what the parents were drinking over there in Japan.
The
so
Centauri.
They started the Centauri, so they started drinking this. And then the Americans were like, oh, look at what the Japanese are drinking. So let us bring it over here as well and start drinking it there. So it became popular in America.
We copied Japan.
It was
Konnichiwa.
it's a weird story about them, you know, but
That's amazing.
It's
You only get
cool
those
fact.
facts on this show. And if you want to continue getting these facts, hit the little subscribe button. Yeah, it'd be nice for us, you know, to get the notifications. Lets you know that 8 o'clock Eastern, every Sunday night, new episode comes out. So thank you. Thank you
was great.
for joining us at Rancho Relaxo with the bourbon. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.